Like, is it true that when you have a kid with someone, just because of like, them always having to be around for the kid, they tend to still have like access, you know what I mean, to you, and like that makes it hard to like move on because you're still always connected to that person? So I don't have that situation, so I'm not sure. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. But in this one, yeah, Audrey is Timini's like baby mama. They have a kid together, but they're no longer in a relationship, right? But she's finding it difficult to move on because it wasn't like a random one night stand or something or a mistake. Like, she actually genuinely like loved Timini. They were together in a relationship, but he wasn't ready for a child. So they decided to co-parent, and I think that along the way affected their relationship. Now they're no longer together, right? But she still loves him, and she's trying to decide, like, okay, should she move on with a completely new guy that's like taking an interest in her, or does she need to try to fight to get back to Timini and rekindle like what they had as a couple? Because obviously they already have a kid. There's already like were some feelings there. Is it worth like pursuing and chasing? And is Timini even in that headspace? Like, does he want that with her again? Because he hasn't made a move since, and you see that girl, she's not a baby. Like, she's at least 7, 8 years old, and he hasn't done anything. So, it's a hard decision what she gonna choose. But yeah, I liked this film. I think it was like a relatable storyline for a lot of people that are going through similar things. It was well told, good story. I mean, it's Uchenna Mbanabo, so I expect nothing less. I'd probably give this movie like a B, like a solid B. I think that maybe a better actress could have been paired with Timini. I didn't really feel it was the best duo, but it wasn't bad. It was still an enjoyable film. I'd say it was decent. It was a decent film. I mean, if you have spare time, give it a watch. I think you wouldn't hate it, but it wasn't amazing either.